Tonight at Ball Arena, it was a party for Paul Millsap. It was his 36th birthday, and the veteran responded. A season-high 22 points. He had it all going on. Paul Millsap leading the Denver Nuggets to a rout of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hi, everybody. Welcome, Chris Marlowe, Katie Wingy, and Scott Hastings. Let me just say this. When you can score 133 and then you can keep the other team to under 100, you've done your job.
Yeah, for all those that were participating in the Me versus Nuggets challenge, if anybody completed it, I need to know, because over 133 chicken nuggets, man, they're probably not feeling so good right now. But the Nuggets come away with a huge win. And, Scott, this was a get-right game for Denver, something that they needed, especially with how tough their schedule is going to be.
Yeah, and listen, you lose 3 games. You had a chance. I'll be honest with you. You had a chance to win all 3 of those games also, and it's just those moments. Michael Malone said it, a better third quarter, and it kind of sealed the deal. And they played better third quarters in those 3 games. They might have won all 3 of them, too. So, yeah, it was good. And you know what? You all made fun of his age, but it was birthday boy. I thought led the party.
He certainly did. He scored 22 on his birthday last year. He scored 22 on his birthday this season, and he just looked like, as Michael Malone said, a young Paul Millsap.
Yeah, the birthday boy was balling for sure tonight. He was making passes. He was knocking down open shots. He was getting steals. I mean, he was stealing cookies for his birthday instead of cake. That's what was happening for Paul Millsap. He was so good for the Nuggets in a variety of different ways. And Scott, you talked about this because you don't know really what you're going to get from Paul Millsap every single night, but you do know you can have nights like this.
Well, yeah, he has this capability, and, you know, for the most part, they're going to have a game every other day, and when them knees get a little older, a little sore, sometimes these special games are few and far between, but he hit that first shot. You saw that from Joker, kicks him out, and we talked about it with Michael Porter Jr. It's the same thing with, you know, young Bulls and old Bulls. You get that first one to go in, boy, it sure feels a lot better.
38-point win for the Denver Nuggets, the 10th biggest in Denver Nuggets history. They outscored the Cavs in all 4 quarters and scored 30 or more, and they did it because of one thing: movement.
Well, the ball was popping, as we like to say, offensively. And, Scott, I want you to talk about what you saw from the Nuggets and the way that their offense was flowing tonight.
Well, and you know, Kay, I know everybody on defense starts this. Well, I don't think there's many teams capable of staying up with Denver's offense. You know, maybe Milwaukee, maybe the Lakers. But when Denver is attacking and moving, I mean that's they didn't have an answer for that. They didn't know where to go. And now what they have to do is now we've got to be down the other end. Now your defense is better, and the guy that's averaging 24 comes in the game and has, what, 4 or 6 points. Now all of a sudden, you know, you kick a team down like they did tonight. But I still think when this offense is rolling, they just don't lose games. They're just too good, and I think they play better defensively when they're playing well offensively.
Well, the starters were great tonight for the Denver Nuggets. Michael Malone said that. But the young guys off the bench, it's got to be pleasing for Michael Malone when he can put in the last 5 guys on the roster, and they're cooking too.
Well, even some of the young guys that got real minutes when this was still a game. Not that it was a game for very much of it, but the Nuggets got off to such a hot start. R.J. Hampton, the way that he has been playing lately for Denver, he has earned multiple opportunities. And we saw some energetic spurts from him tonight. I thought he looked for his shot a little bit more. How about that? Hampton with the hammer time. And then Scott Zeke Naji and what he did. He was so hot from deep. No one could stop him as a shooter.
Well, I love his body, and it's only going to get better and stronger. And if you watch these shots, and the form is pretty phenomenal also. He's got great form on that jump shot, but these 2 young guys led the way. I thought Campasso, even though he's 29, is still a rookie. I thought he came in and played big minutes as well. And listen, that's good. And here's what you want. Guess what? Gary Harris is going to be coming back. PJ is going to be coming back sometime. I want the head coach to be able to look down there and go, gosh, do I put PJ in or how about RJ? He's been playing. Well, you got to make the decision tough on the coaches. And I think if they put a couple more games like that together, you may see that happen.
Well, a spectacular night for the Denver Nuggets. Now, what to do for an encore? You've got OKC coming in on Friday night, a team you've already beat. Can't afford to let down.
Absolutely not. And with what's lurking on the horizon after them, I think that's a big game that the Nuggets want to come out and put a similar effort on the floor. Scott, you want to see this offense continue to roll and the defensive energy be there as well.
Hey, listen, whether it's Oklahoma City on Friday or the Lakers coming up on Saturday, and I think the Celtics on Tuesday or something like that. If you've got a mindset of attacking, and it's funny, and I had Hubie Brown tell me this years ago, he said the more aggressive team always gets calls, always seems to get the bounces, and I just think that's true. So to me, it starts with their offense because they all like to score. And as I've said before, Katie, you don't go drive down by the park and see a bunch of people doing defensive slide drills, do you? So I think if they just stay aggressive and attacking, and I want to say one more thing we haven't talked about. Jamal Murray had 8 points. I thought he played a really solid game, and I know people will look at the stat sheet and go, what's wrong with Jamal? He was more under control. He was still aggressive. I think 4 assists as well. Only played 20-some minutes, so I thought he was real solid tonight.
All right, the Denver Nuggets, they snap a 3-game losing streak. Now maybe they can put together a 2-game win streak. Friday night, we're going to have it here exclusively on Altitude Sports and Entertainment. The Denver Nuggets taking on the OKC Thunder. Our coverage begins at 6 p.m. We thank you for watching, and we hope you join us then.